Hello and welcome to the WFO Racing League's Wicked Wednesday Truck Series on this Wicked Wednesday night. We are chase race number 4, last race of the season, nation. Last
You sound
broadcast
excited.
of the season. Oh, we're excited.
Oh, it's the last broadcast?
Last
Well,
broadcast
fuck,
of the season.
I'm excited.
Holy crap, what are we going to do with ourselves?
Well, there's Pornhub.
We're joined in the booth tonight with Cecil Green. Cecil, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Vern. How you tonight?
Not too good, not too bad. So kind of in the middle there, Cecil. If AT&T gets my phone working right, I'll be happy. If not, my wife's probably going to come in here and whoop my ass, and it's not going to be good for the broadcast.
And AT&T's ass.
That
Oh
too.
no, Vern, that would be gold.
But you'd be confident to know that the last message I got said I'm working on it. Good luck with that, right?
Was it fucking automated?
No, it's not. I got rid of the automated. I put live rep, please, and they
One
said
of those fucking
we didn't
do not reply.
We didn't understand your request. I said my request was a live rep. Do you get that? Person, live person, no fucking machine.
Or a dead person, because I'm tired of that bullshit too.
Finally, it got it, and boom, we were there. I'll tell you guys what, man. Final race of the season for the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series. There certainly isn't a lot of trucks in the field tonight, but we definitely got our 4 chase drivers, didn't we?
I don't even know who they are.
Well, I'm going to show everybody who our 4 chase drivers are in just a minute. Got the hiccups, too.
Too much country time.
Oh, I haven't had my glass of country time. I haven't had time.
What is wrong with you?
Fucking around with AT&T.
Fuck AT&T. Get your country time.
Got to get my country time. We got to get a race going here. There's all kinds of shit going on at WFO. And here we go. Let me pull this picture up right here. And probably done fuck that all up. But there's the 4 chase drivers. It's on the broadcast. We got Garrett Helmlinger in the 77 truck. Rick Vagone driving a number 10 truck, which is actually Enrique Del Toro.
It's too early for that.
Oh, the man just messaged me, or a woman, or whatever it is, and told me to restart all of our devices and see if they work. So I am going to do that real quick while these guys got about 4 minutes before they grid up, and I'm going to get me a glass of country time lemonade at the same time, and I'll be right back with you fellers.
You go do that. We'll broadcast Pornhub for a little while.
Pornhub,
yeah, there you go. That would be perfect. I'm sure that our YouTube account would greatly appreciate all that.
Could you imagine the subscribers that would roll in for about 8 minutes?
Nation, I do have a little chore for you, buddy.
What's up, man?
Could you, by chance,
my son's name's Chance.
Okay, but could you, damn it, I forgot what I was going to say. It was important.
See what I did there?
It was important. Let me go get my country time. This is fucking me up. I'll be right back.
Go. All right, now that he's gone, Cecil, we can talk about him.
Nation's talking shit. I can hear him in the background.
He'll probably be back, though, but right in the middle when it gets good.
No, and he has to go get fucking, like, food or country time or fucking anything. He's gone for like an hour.
Oh, well, hell, he's going to miss the race.
There's a real good chance of that, yeah. Hey, Cecil, could you move the camera over a little bit? Because all we're seeing is track.
I can't move it.
Come on, just use your little buttons and stuff.
Well, I wish I could.
Hey, they gave me buttons and stuff, so.
Oh, God.
Have Daffy Ducks in here, ain't he?
It is the one and the only Bradley Cooper.
What's going on, fellas?
The actor?
Yes, no, the actor ain't shit. We got the real shit here.
Oh.
I'm A-list.
What's going on, Coop?
Nothing. What's going on with the room there?
Vern is, how could we put that?
Away from
Dealing
keyboard.
with AT&T.
Yeah.
What the? I was in the room earlier, and it just kind of kicked me out. So I thought maybe it bugged out.
In the race room?
Yeah, I was in there spectating.
Well, there's no limit on. Well, the limit, if there is a limit, it hadn't been met. So that ain't why you got kicked out.
Probably internet issues.
Oh, did you say fuck?
I didn't
Because
say anything.
you can't say fuck on the internet.
Oh, I say it all the fucking time.
Oh, dude, you can't do that. You'll get kicked out.
Kicked out of the internet or kicked out of the
Yeah,
room?
you get kicked out of the internet.
I don't know how that works, man, because I got the internet in my pocket all day. I don't know if I could live without it.
How important are you that you need the fucking internet in your pocket? You don't work for the goddamn president. Why do you have to have the internet in your pocket?
I don't work for the president, but I got the government listening to my opinions all day.
I wish
Like,
they'd listen to mine.
Like, shit, you're just being replicated on a Russian server every day. Didn't you know that?
Now, if they were listening to mine, because my biggest opinion is motherfucking Taco Bell should be a gourmet restaurant. Just
West
say.
Virginia. In West Virginia, it's a big deal.
No, a hot dog stand is a gourmet restaurant here. So you're not. I don't see Mr. Cooper in the race list over here. 3, 2, 1.
Check.
Is this thing on? Tap tap tap.
Are we live?
Yes,
Yep.
Wow. What a disappointment I must sound like.
dude. It's nothing new. Don't worry about it.
Are they racing yet?
No,
Okay, so what's going on here? There
we
we
got
go.
about 3 seconds.
Got about
Oh,
3 seconds, and we're gonna.
We just lost all the seconds.
They're gone. All
They're
three.
gone, bro.
All three of them are
Just
gone.
just
Turn
like our
Bradley.
fucking marbles.
All right, we
There
gotta
he
pull
is.
up our grid here. Starting on the pole tonight, one of the chase drivers. That's going to be James Hudson in the 53. Outside of him in second is going to be the number 49 of Tim Hamlet. The Warden starting second. He's also a chase driver. Third tonight, you'll see Richard Holland driving the 31 truck. Outside of him in fourth is going to be the number 16 of Steve Seegers. Fifth tonight, we got Enrique Del Toro, Fagande, Escobar, McDaniel II. And outside of him in the 48's Greg Roark. Starting seventh tonight, Corey Cook in the 61. Outside of him in eighth is going to be the 58 of Tommy Cristiano. Starting ninth tonight, we got WFO's most popular driver. That's Hal Lamy driving the number 3. Outside of him in 10th is going to be Garrett Helmlinger in the 77. Garrett also a chase driver tonight. John Sanu starting 11th in the 86. To his outside in the 23 is going to be Joseph Andewar starting 12th. 13th tonight, you'll see Dakota Floyd in the 24. To his outside is in the broadcast booth. That's none other than myself. Then we got 15th, Adam Tips. He is actually a admin, so. And then Nation, of course, is a broadcaster as well. That'll be your starting lineup tonight.
You're using that term a little loosely.
A little loosely. Oh, this is an ongoing process with my fucking phone.
What's wrong with your phone?
So you restarted all the goddamn phones and they ain't working?
They still ain't working. I can text.
Welcome to AT&T.
I can text and I can make phone calls, but I don't have any mobile data, so.
So your life must
Damn.
just be over.
He said something about registering on a BYOD website.
So you must be streaming from the neighbor's internet.
No, I'm on my own internet.
That was a joke.
He's got a fucking extension cable going from there to hit his house.
No, they're top of the line unlimited was a pretty damn good deal. And it actually saved us a little bit of money, so we went ahead and made the switch. Plus, we got free HBO. You can't beat
Cool.
that,
How's
right?
that top of the line doing?
Well, I don't know, Nation, because we set it up,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't got no fucking internet unless I connect to my Wi-Fi. So here we go.
Top of the line.
About to get live.
We're about ready to get live and racing right here. On the pole, there's James Hudson. Pace truck's in, and we're green flag.
Let's go.
It's time to race. Let's go racing, boys. Isn't that what they say?
Time to go hunting.
Cecil, what do you think?
Yeah, looks like they're going to get a good start here.
Richard Holland already into one, looking inside of Steve Seeger. Tim Hamlet's got his work cut out for him. Well, way out in the wall. Great work. We got way out of the groove going into this 3.
Yeah, right there, James Hudson, your leader, the 49 of Tim Hamlet. I know that 49 truck, the Warden, has put a lot of laps in here in practice. We're going to see if it's going to help him tonight. But look at Steve Seegers. It's pucker time on the back of that truck. Seegers in the 16, and Seegers looking pretty racy there, Coop.
I tell you, Seeger's coming back here for the last couple weeks, and I know we dedicated a race to him last week. He's got a lot on his mind, but guy looks stout tonight. I think he'll be in contention for the win. He's already on the outside of Tim Hamlet there, coming out of the dog leg.
Yeah, he's got to his outside, but can he make that stick? It don't look like he's going to. He's going to fall right back in line behind the number 49. Maybe take another run at it here.
That dog leg, the way that you cut it now, it really changed the way this track drives. We used to run the old Phoenix, and it really mattered how you got out of the last turn that set your pass up. But now if you get through that dog leg, oh, it sounds like somebody might have gotten in the wall back there coming out of 2.
Well, we got a wall rider, but who was it? Did you hear any words?
I got
Was
no
it,
words for you, buddy.
I'm looking for scrapes on the side of a truck, and I can't really tell.
I think they got a quick brush coming out of 2, but you look at how much work Garrett Helmlinger has to do tonight. Starting back there, he started in 10th. He's still running 10th. He's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I think Helmlinger might just be riding some laps off here and being patient. I don't think he wants to be up there racing and getting caught up in anything too early. He's just kind of playing it smart, because it's going to be the highest finisher of the 4 will be crowned the WFO Wicked Wednesday Truck Series champion. So the highest of the 4.
Yeah. Gotta love that playoff system.
We're going back to the front of the field. I'll tell you somebody who's ready for tonight. That 53 truck up there, he's got about a half a second lead on those guys now.
Yeah, this time by he ran a 28.124, 28.09 or 28.29 for Tim Hamlet. So they're pretty much matching each other's pace. Oh, he's got Steve Seegers in his inside going into 3. I think Steve might get it this time. Oh, they're gonna touch. Tim Hamlet's holding on. So, Nation, you ever raced this track? This is one of your favorites?
I have raced this track, but not in that truck. Fuck that truck.
Fuck that truck.
I hate that goddamn truck.
So, oh man, Steve's, yeah.
There,
I knew that was gonna happen.
Tim Hamlet
I would not have
sideways
done that.
on the inside wall. Damn it,
That
man.
was something I wouldn't have done, but okay.
There's a chase driver taking a little ride right there.
I think if you're Tim's situation here, you save that fast repair. I don't think it's too bad of damage.
Now, it don't look like the damage is too severe, but
Nah,
let's
he just spun around.
burn it down with some fire. See what happened here.
I don't have to watch that fire.
Fire! Yes, you do, Nation. Fire, fire, fire,
No, I
bitch.
I can watch it live, so
That's
I don't
just
have
good.
fire.
good tight racing there for second place and contact right there with the left rear, and that's going to send Tim Hamlet right to the inside wall. And you're right. I mean, the damage on the front of the truck don't look too severe there, Coop. So I'm like you. On lap 10 of 145, I'm probably not burning the fast repair.
Nope.
Unless the RPMs are down on the truck.
Yeah, if the engine's hurt too bad, where I'd be in danger of losing a lap or so, you're right, Cecil. I'd do it then. All right, boys, I got to take a little break while they're pacing under caution. I'm going to let you guys continue on, and I'll be right back.
AT&T fight continues.
Oh yeah. Sponsored by AT&T tonight.
Or not.
This gives me a good chance to practice my professional voice. How's it sound,
There
guys?
you go.
Sound good?
Sounds great, man.
Yeah.
I know your voice sounds better than mine, Coop.
Oh, hell yeah, it sounds better than mine, too.
He talks faster than me.
Oh, it's not all about talking fast. Sometimes I do it too fast.
Sound like one of those lawyers on a radio commercial at the very end.
Reading that fine print.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Tim Hamlet decided to burn that fast repair right off the bat. I think the 16th is going to get marked tonight.
I wish you wouldn't have done that.
You know, when you take that hard lick to that front end, though, that's the worst one that gets the RPMs on the motor.
Yeah, this track here, it's not a total aero track, but you do get up to 160, 170 before you hit that corner, so
Yeah.
you got to have that engine speed. Well, I said Garrett Helmlinger had this work cut out for him, but it looks like Tim Hamlet's gonna have to pass a few cars to get back up there now.
You know, Tim don't get mad very often, but I wouldn't want to be talking to him right now.
Well, it's gonna be interesting too because they've penalized the 16. That means that those two are gonna be together because Tim Hamlet
Yes.
lost all those spots. They're gonna be right next to each other.
Yep, because reasons.
Because of reasons. And it makes for good TV. That's the only problem I ever had with the EOL penalty. Because now, if you wrecked bad enough, you're back there with the same guy that just took you out, and it's really tempting to just brake check the shit out of him.
It is tempting, but I know Tim, and he's not that guy.
No,
Seems like he's level
And he's got his buddy right in front of him.
and we're not putting it all on Steve either. It's just a racing deal.
Yeah,
You can't always
yeah,
predict
it
what's
was
going to
a racing
happen.
deal.
So
Yeah, they were just trying to occupy the same space. Wasn't nothing intentional there.
it's just really interesting when you get next to that guy. Now, early on like this, but it's the last race of the year.
Well, I mean, you're
lot of
gonna
stake.
you're gonna look to your right and say "fuck you," but I mean, outside of that, you ain't gonna do anything else.
Yeah, it really sucks to burn that fast repair on lap 10. But looks like we're doubled up and ready to go green again. Hopefully AT&T can figure this out for us.
Well,
We
I
need
don't
Vern-
know. They can't figure a lot out tonight.
We need Vern Bradley's voice in here.
Yes, we do.
Looks like James Hudson's going to lead him to the line.
Well, you can take care of it, Brad. I gotta pee.
Oh boy.
Now you're stuck with me.
Green, green, green.
Well, you just fill in the blanks for me here. Hey, James Hudson got a hell of a start. He's probably out to about a 2-car length lead on that restart.
Yeah, we're gonna get the jump on him on the start, dude.
Well, they're getting that thing wound up. I wouldn't count out, you got Corey Cook, Richard Holland, Ricky Fagone. Those guys, they're not any slouches. Once they get this thing wound up, I think that gap will shrink.
Yeah, and if I was Tim Hamlin, I would think I would just sit back there and make a bunch of laps and then, kind of hang with the field and, do his thing. He'll be fine. He needs to keep it clean here, though.
Yeah, don't let the frustration sink in. I mean, he's
Yeah.
turned a lot of laps this week, and he's put a lot of practice into this place. It's pretty important for him to nab this championship, but he had a little speed bump. Don't make it a big problem. And
That's correct. Like you got a battle there going right there in second.
oh, we got contact on Sanu, the Seegers. We got 4 trucks. I don't know if a caution's going to come out or not for that. Looks like the 10 trucks just stopped in the middle of the track there. I don't think the yellow come out for that.
It hasn't so far.
10 trucks way behind. Does he have an accident? We just saw one hell of a crash with no yellow. We had John Sanu and Rick Fagoon got kind of tapped there. John Sanu is just hanging on. Yeah, Sanu is just hanging on right now. But Rick Fagoon got tapped. So we got 2 chase drivers that have been in accidents. Steve Seeger's got another piece of it. There was another truck involved in it.
Yeah, they were 4 trucks.
Dakota Floyd. So they were kind of synchronized spinning into one, and Ricky Fagoon just sat there right in the middle of turn 1. Greg Rourke's worked his way up to 4th place. He's looking pretty good. Some of these guys are taking these turns a lot wider, see, so I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I see a bunch of them running down there on the flat spot, and that's where they get loose at when they come back up on the track, too.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think that's working. These guys are gonna have to figure out.
Yeah, they
Figure out a
gotta
different
stay
groove.
in the groove, yeah. They got to stay in it. If you go below that yellow line, you're risking the ass end slide out money.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to John Sanu. He's running a little too wide open there, down on that bottom. So James Hudson's got about a half-second lead. He's stretched it back out to what he had before that caution. Corey Cook's in 2nd. They're running pretty much identical lap times. James Hudson's about a 10th faster. But look at the run Corey Cook's getting out of 2. It just looks like he's quicker out of 2.
Yeah, he's going to be applying some pressure here pretty soon, I believe.
He's got a lot lower groove coming out. Oh, he's tagging that apron like some guys, and it seems to be working for him coming out of 3.
Tagging that apron like I did this chick at prom.
Oh boy.
What?
Uh-oh.
Was it like no tag backs? She tagged her and she couldn't tag back?
I don't even want to know what that means.
There's no tag backs. You don't go in for seconds.
That's pretty much the new version of it.
Yeah. You're it.
Yeah.
Okay, that really wasn't where I was shooting, but okay.
I know where you were shooting, you just told me.
Just
That's
saying.
what you said. That's what you say when you're shooting. Tag, you're it. Or Spider-Man.
That must be a new thing, because I never said, ugh, tag, you're it.
Put it in your hand and you say Spider-Man.
Pretty sure
God.
that would have ruined the moment.
Did you hear that? Yeah,
I'm trying to unhear it.
Yeah, me too. I don't think I would have put Spider-Man. Don't get Spider-Man involved in this.
Yeah, what did Spider-Man ever do to you sexually?
Was that a sacred superhero? I'm sorry, guys.
No, I can't stand Spider-Man. Fuck him.
I know, but we're getting into a little bit too much role play in there with Spider-Man. The Web Crusader.
I don't know. Pretty sure I'd watch Black Widow any day of the week.
Is that a thing?
Well, look at that lead that he's got now there.
He pulled it out to 1.3.
He's gapping them now, ain't he?
Richard Holland's back there in 3rd. And man, James Hudson's just putting on a clinic right now. These guys cannot outbreak him. that's, back to Scarlett Johansson. She's just so hot. Oh my god.
Really? She looks like a chick I went to school with that I didn't think was very hot.
I'd crawl through barbed wire and broken glass just to hear her fart through a walkie-talkie.
And how old was you, Nation, when you got glasses?
Son of a bitch.
I'm trying to change the subject.
I'm
Sorry,
Google
but that
searching as
shit
we
was
speak.
fucking funny. Just stay. Why don't you just stay on the other side of the barbed wire if you got a walkie-talkie?
I don't know. I'm saying the ultimate sacrifice. That woman.
I don't think she's that hot.
Do you have a
You
4K
know-
TV?
Do what?
Do you have a 4K TV?
Yes, sir.
It's a what?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You can count her hair follicles. She's flawless, man. Perfect.
No. You know who's flawless?
Who dat?
That Kill Bill chick.
Uma Thurman?
Hell yeah.
Oh, no. Nation, we gotta get you some glasses.
Dude, she can fart in my walkie-talkie anytime she wants.
Now, I hear you.
Okay, is there a race going on? Where the
Yeah,
fuck's
there
Vern?
is.
Tim
There is a
Hamlin
race.
7th. Tim Hamlin 7th. 7 seconds back. Oh, Hudson, he is just rolling along.
I think we need to get a camera angle, because there was some problems there. So, there's something going on in the chat there. I heard Adam Tips.
Yeah, I
Time on.
heard it.
I don't know what's going on the track, but
I don't know. We don't have a camera angle guy right now.
yeah.
Because he's fucking with AT&T and iPads and shit.
Well, it looks like James Hudson's pretty much pulled away about 2.5 seconds. So I want to get back here, if you would, to how Amy Johnson knew. I think they're going to shape up and have a battle here in a minute.
Oh, I've been on Hal Amy the whole time. Duh.
They're going to go into 3. It looks like Hal's going to have a better line going in. John could have cut that corner. That's the problem with cutting that dog leg, is you can't set 3 up the way everybody prefers. You have too much speed going into that corner. Looks like John's going to get away with it. He's pulling away. Now, John's got a lot of damage there, if you guys notice. Yeah.
You on hold?
Yeah, what is that? So, oh, thank you.
I wish the Twitch stream was up.
I'm out of control. Fuck.
Oh, but I wasn't live on a broadcast, but I'm back on there now.
Yes, you are.
Any of them are welcome to feel my pain. Here's a little bit of a battle. 77-48. 77-48, Coop.
There you go, Garrett Hemley. Man, Garrett's been fighting through this field. He's up to 4th place now. Greg Rourke coming back here. He's been out of the league for a week or two, and he had that comeback race. I believe it was at Kansas.
I'll tell you what, though, somebody has got to find something for that 53 truck.
Yeah, the guy's pulled away. He's 3.5 seconds ahead of the
If
field.
they want to be a champion or have a good shot at it tonight, they're going to have to figure out what that 53 is doing and replicate it. Then they would be the replicator. Right, Nation?
I saw that movie. It was pretty good.
Guess what I got, though, Nation? Through all the bullshit I'm dealing with, guess what I got?
Customer service.
Got me a nice cold glass of Country Time lemonade.
You have ice in it?
No, I don't need it because it's been in the refrigerator all day.
Anybody that puts ice in lemonade needs their head smacked.
Well, wouldn't that just be watering it down?
Yes, it would, and that's bad.
And we want the lemon taste, right?
And the sugar taste.
So why would we water that shit down?
People do that, dude, and it's like, why the fuck you do that?
And if for some reason the broadcast hears my phone in the background, just disregard it. That is what it's like to be on hold with AT&T for 2 or 3 lifetimes.
This is not going to be a good commercial for AT&T.
Are you talking to Americans, Vern, or? Is
Well, I'm
it
pretty sure they'll
AT&T
probably have
India?
they'll probably have a fucking accent when they finally do answer.
Oh
but
yeah.
Hello, can I help you? Can I get you a double of cheese?
is your
I
phone
can't
not
have-
working properly? Please visit att.com.
I can't understand them when they pick
Please
up
go to
the phone.
att.com and start all this bullshit over
Start
again.
all over again because they can. Now explain one thing to me. I'm chatting with somebody on their chat help thing, right, from the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Now you tell
Yes.
me why you have to call a motherfucker and they can't do it.
Because
Hey,
they
dog.
can't spell in English.
I think they're
Tim
working
Hamlin.
from their house and they don't have access to the stuff that the call center does.
Ooh,
What's up with Tim Hamlet there, buddy?
Tim
I don't
Hamlin
know.
has knocked a second off of the gap, and he is fisting to get to be in fifth.
Tim
I hope
Hamlet
you
must have
said
heard me on the
fixin' and not
broadcast
fisting.
and put it in high gear.
Tim's
It
got a
was
lot
a
of work
seven-
cut out for him.
Yeah,
Hi,
he
Diana.
does, but it
Denise,
was a
Doreen, Trent,
7.5
Austin
second
Wagner,
gap
haven't
there.
seen you in a while, buddy.
Well, it looks like Greg's going to pit now. He's short pitting the field here.
That might be a good strategy. Coop.
There's not, well, I'm looking at Tim. He's got no damage, but I thought that, man, I don't know. My sim must be messing up. I have like every truck. We got Rick Fagone back here with tail end damage.
Yeah, it could be that graphics glitch, you know, where it shows trucks having damage, and some of them will have it, and some of them won't.
You got
Well,
Joseph
the real good
Vanderwaller. He's got
drivers
some rear end damage.
have it, and the ones that suck will
Dakota Ford
have
just
it.
put
Some of them suck.
That's
Some of
just
them
the way
don't.
it is, bro.
It is the way it is.
I mean,
I ran
you
an
get
A
damage.
Open last night. You want to talk about suck? Oh my God. That setup went
Did
away
you
after
fuck it
about
up?
10 laps in a 150 lap race, and I got my ass handed to me.
Not the great Vern Bradley.
Learned a valuable lesson. Make
And
sure
that
you
was?
thoroughly test the setup before you race at 150 laps.
Yeah, you kind of want to do that. Yeah.
Yes.
And another thing, Vern learned too, to make sure you know how many laps it is before you sign up for it.
You know, that would probably be the most important thing, Cecil.
Yeah, 'cause I remember you saying you didn't know. Damn, it's 150 laps.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
I looked at that and I'm like, who the fuck set this up? If you go to and do the A fixed, it's only 75 laps. So why would the A Open be 150 laps?
Because you're using your own setup.
I don't give a shit if you're using Han Solo's setup, Nation.
Yeah, but you're using your own setup, so you got to make it last longer.
It doesn't matter what's under the truck. I don't think that the races should be any different length. Do you, Cecil?
No, it should be all the same.
The only thing that should be different is one should have a setup loaded for you and the other shouldn't, right?
Yeah.
except for Road to Pro, right?
Well, Road to Pro is all open setup.
Yeah, but their distance is a lot longer too.
Yeah,
Hi, Diane.
yeah, they do longer distances.
Yeah, the fixed races compared to the open races, they had like what, another 20% or 30% distance.
Man, Tim Hamlin's writing a picture here with these guys too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's trying to bounce back from that wall incident earlier.
Now, to the leader, he's actually lost about 2 seconds, but he has been having to deal with lap traffic and passing a lot of guys, so he might have burned the tires up a little faster.
Man, I'll
Well,
tell you
Hudson's
what,
looking lap traffic, too.
I'm looking at the leader now, going through lap traffic, and I'll tell you, these guys got to be careful not, for most of the field, not to go a lap down here.
Yeah,
James Hudson's coming on.
Yeah,
The-
Tim had to check up for that big that what we thought was going to be a caution there, and that he was 7.5 seconds back, so he has closed the gap.
Yeah,
some.
you can see that the 58 of Cristiano's a lap down back there, and it looks like the 53. Well, he's coming to pit road now, so we got the leader coming to pit road.
Oh, you look who's just pitting ahead of him there. Tim Hamlet's in pit road at the same time, and that gap, man.
That's going to hand the lead over to Corey Cook, and I just watched him bounce the outside wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He stuck that right rear into the outside wall there, so I can tell you that setup looks awful tight.
He'll be coming to pit road soon, too.
I don't know. He might just drive the wheels off of it.
Think he
Tim
might have done
Hamlet.
some arrow adjustments there.
He did the WFO send it and bend it until it's broken and smoking.
Tim Hamlet's on the verge. He was on the verge of going a lap down before that pit stop. He was
Yeah, he wasn't
Probably
very
within 5
far ahead of
seconds.
him. He's back on the track now, being scored in the 10th position. Of course, all of them are going to be a lap down right now to the leader, Corey Cook. Looks like
How's
Corey Cook,
Cat?
Richard Holland, Hal Amy are still out on the racetrack. Some of them are
No,
coming
Hal's-
down.
Hal's
Actually,
coming
Corey
down.
went to pit road. So that's
Yep,
going to
Hal's
hand the
coming
lead
down
to
now.
Holland now. Richard Holland's going to be the leader.
Who is going to have something for James Hudson?
I don't know. We're going to find out. We did see a little bit of pit strategy, guys coming down a little sooner, so we know they'll be able to get a lap or 2 or 3 in of faster lap times than Hudson. But, man, he already had like a 7.6 second lead, so.
Well, you looked at Greg Rourke. He pitted earlier, and now he's being scored a lap down.
Right.
I don't know where he's going to end up compared to
Well,
James.
actually, it equaled out, and Rourke's actually in third behind Hudson right now. And it's showing
Yeah,
him
but Hudson's not a
4.4
lap
seconds
down.
back.
Oh, okay, it's 4.4. Yeah, my scoring, I only get 1 lap down. After they go lap down, I don't know how far back they are.
I'm pretty sure that's going to increase, though, because the 53 does have fresher tires. So you see Richard Holland is going to make his way to pit road.
He did have
Al
the lead
Amy
in
made his
3-3.
way as well. That's going to hand the lead back over to James Hudson when it cycles out, and then we'll have to see what the gap is. I believe the gap's going to be somewhere around 5 seconds. You can see that Hudson's still right here in a whole crapload of lap traffic. He's got Steve Seegers in the 16 just ahead of him on the verge of going a lap down. And we've seen how fast Seegers was, at the start of the race, so this is kind of surprising right here. 53 working to the inside of the 16 right now. He's going to clear him and put a lap on him right here. He's got a 5.183 second lead, Coop.
Guy's putting it down. He looks like he's running the inside of 1 and 2, real close to that apron. But 3 and 4, he's taking it about a half a groove higher than everybody else.
Hell yeah.
Oh, 24 in the wall.
We
again.
want all that shit, Vern.
You can just hop back here. The 24 just creamed the wall right in front.
Yeah,
I believe.
that
Tim?
wasn't too far from the leader.
No.
That's who I want to check on, Tim Hamlet. He's the second. No, actually, Helmlinger's the second highest chase runner. He's running third right now.
It was actually Tommy Cristiano hit the wall coming out of 3, but actually hit it kind of in the middle of the front straightaway and got into Dakota Floyd there.
Yeah,
Dakota
Diana's
Floyd's had a rough chance here.
broadcast booth, we got Bradley the Coop Cooper. Needs no introduction. World famous guy right there.
World famous.
World famous. Probably fucking universally famous.
He's more famous than my cat.
He might be even famous on alien planets. We don't know.
Oh yeah, he's way out there.
We've also got Cecil Green. Cecil needs no introduction. He introduced himself before.
Well, we had to wheel him in on a a dolly, but okay,
On
yeah.
a dolly. You believe that, Cecil?
Yeah, I'm here though. And I appreciate all the help I got.
Nation's
here.
talking crap, isn't he?
Well, he moved me like a refrigerator, it sounded like.
Have you
Yeah.
ever known me not to talk crap?
The question is, do you feel like an appliance now, Cecil?
I feel used. Yes, I do.
Hey, dude,
And
if
I
you
love
take
it when
a
he
fucking
twists my
refrigerator and wheel it in, it costs way more than you do.
I don't know. I'm the $1.8 million man.
Okay, my refrigerator didn't cost that much.
I got receipts too.
Yeah, I got my refrigerator for $28 at the flea market.
You better have a warranty.
I'm wondering if this race is going to be over before I get connected with someone at AT&T.
Oh, I bet it will be.
Your life will be over before you get connected with
I'll
somebody
probably
with
die of old
AT&T.
age before somebody picks up.
Guarantee it.
When's your birthday, Bert?
Oh, it's not that far from now, Cecil, the way this hold's going.
you could be a year older by the time you get somebody.
All right, so I'm going to go back to who used to be the Momo Master, but he's starting to get used to that new Thrustmaster there, Nation.
That's Mr. Ruark.
What are we going to call him, Thrustmaster now?
I don't know. We're gonna have
He
to
was
come
the
up with something.
Momo Master, so now he's just the Thrustmaster.
If he wins, he gets a new nickname.
Okay, we got to give him
All
a
right,
better one
no,
than that.
if he comes in the top 5, he gets a new nickname.
We got to give him a better nickname than the Thrustmaster.
Yeah, because I think it's been taken. I saw this porn. Yeah, it's already been taken.
I just want to throw this out there. Rick Pagone
Wait
got some
for it.
damage there. He got some damage there in that wreck that should have brought out a caution, in my opinion. And he's stuck through it. He hasn't burned his fast repair yet. I know he
P7.
hates his track, but I think if he can get a caution and luck out, get that fast repair.
Oh, there was almost a caution right there, Coop.
Man,
I seen
But,
one
yeah,
sideways, but he saved it.
they're still trying it.
But I'll tell you that 10 truck's got bigger problems if he looks in his rearview mirror.
Yep.
And Fagone right now in the 7th position. And I'll tell you, another one that's not real safe is going to be up there in the 6th position, Tim Hamlin. Long as that 53 keeps putting laps down the way he is, man, these guys might be in big trouble here.
I think Tim's got about a 13-second lead over Rick, so there's a little more cushion there. But the way James is running this track right now, it'll only be about, what, 15, 16 laps. Rick Fagone last time by 28.6. James Hudson's at 28.2, so it won't take long.
Yeah, you can see right now Hudson caught Fagone.
Mm-hmm.
He's there, so now he's taking a look to the inside, going to try to put Enrique a lap down, Nation.
Enrique.
You don't see very many people do that.
Ooh,
No,
got the
he's
wall.
Oh,
very
jumps the
good
new
driver.
hard in the outside wall in the 86 truck. Like he knocked the paint off the wall, maybe. Man, that truck looks like it's had a few rough nights out there.
Yeah, it's probably a few inches not as wide now as it was.
Looked like Cecil's
a couple
ex-wife got a hold of it at the bar.
laps ago. Oh my lord!
Son of a
He's
bitch.
fucked up then.
I called it right, didn't I,
Damn.
Cecil?
Yeah, you did. I hate it
Never
for
be the
him.
same. Never be the
He's
same.
fucking through. He's fucking through.
That
I
truck
thought
is
I
finished.
was the one that said the shit that you shouldn't say.
Hey,
Shit
yeah.
that you shouldn't say.
Man, look at all these trucks, though, clobbered up here.
Yeah.
That's
He
back
almost
there with
got back
Hal
in the
Amy.
wall. He almost got back in the wall again. He is damaged. his
Hal
suspension
Amy
about
just
some of that.
trying to pick his way through there. You know, he stayed out longer, so his tires are going to be a little bit fresher than a lot of these guys. And you can see how Lamy got by Steve Seegers. That is for position. That's going to put Hal up to the ninth spot now.
Johnson New is trying to like rip the right side off of his truck. I don't know what the line is coming out, but he needs to back his corners up just a little bit more.
I guess he thinks that Cecil's wife could rip it up a little harder.
I don't know, man. It's just it's not working. He's gonna have to change up that line.
Man, how's sending it, Nation? Nation went to get a beer. Either that or he had a special guest at his door.
Now, is Hamlin a lap down, or is he?
He's
Actually,
on the verge.
he's on the verge of going a lap down now.
He's got about.
He's got a truck in between him, though. Cristiano and the 58 right there.
Let's look back to James Hudson. James Hudson going through the dog leg. Tim Hamlet's coming out of 3, so coming out of 4.
That number that keeps showing on Hamlet's in the results up there keeps getting bigger. Does that mean he's gapping?
That means he's losing to the
Yeah,
leader. He's 16.9 seconds behind James Hudson right now.
So
Yeah,
if you go off the whole interview, if you go off the whole interval of the track, I think it's 28 seconds, and then it's gonna be like right there.
Yeah, because I'm having to look at it through their overlay on the stream. I was wondering why the number kept getting bigger. It was 0.0 something. Now it's +2.
So that's like
That's
compared
bad.
to the next lap. Yeah, he's losing.
Okay.
Yeah, he's losing about 2/10.
Yeah, I was wondering how the overlay kind of,
I'm probably going to have to plug this fucking phone in. It was.
I need to
here we
plug
go,
it in the
boys.
Sprint.
Yeah, you better get it ahead of the charge because you're going to be there a while. And if you're like me, you get that alien on the other end and just sit on hold all that time, can't understand them talking, just have to hang up anyway.
Sounds like he's on the phone now.
Yep.
Well, boys, it looks like James Hudson's gonna wrap this thing up. So unless somebody brings a caution out, there's nobody's got anything for that guy.
I can get in there and bring caution out if you want. Fuck.
Hop on in.
I see debris on
I'm
the
already
racetrack.
in there.
There's a bra laying in turn 3.
There's a brawl,
A bra.
D cups, or
Well, I can't. I'm so blind I can't make that out. But if I can see it, they got to be at least D's or C's somewhere in there.
well, if they ain't C cups, they ain't worth running over.
Yeah, it's just a little speed bump. That's not a big deal. Now all the girls in there are going to start yelling at us.
Yay! You're welcome, Vern.
you
We
got
ruined your
against
stream.
C-cups? I'll tell you what, I got
I'm
a
a-
fucking list of what I don't like about them.
I'm a butt man myself.
It comes with age.
Okay, that's what they say in prison, so okay, there's that.
In prison, it's a
Mhm.
maturity thing.
I've
Nation.
been there.
Damn, bruh.
You start out with the titties, and then you turn like 14. You're like, you know what? I like ass. It's just how it works, buddy.
Well, when you turn 50 and you've been married 16 years, there's
Just like
actually
any part
nothing.
of it, don't you?
Any part of it.
any part you
Any
can
part you
get,
can get,
but
yeah.
you're not going to get any of it.
Yeah. Can I just touch your ear? Let me touch your ear.
Nope, that don't happen.
Yeah.
Remember that time 2 years ago you called me a bitch? No, I remember that time 2 minutes ago I called you a bitch.
Might
I
not say
remember-
it out loud, but
I remember.
Well,
the
yeah,
other
I didn't
day,
say it out loud.
or you said something out loud.
Yeah, fuck you. We're not going to talk about that.
You didn't think you were gonna get in trouble for it.
we're gonna get in trouble. We're gonna get you in trouble.
Oh yeah, I got in trouble for that one. I didn't
We're
think
going
she was in the
his way up to
house.
second
And
place.
fucking Vern was fucking with me, and I got in trouble.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna get you in trouble.
I think we got some green flag pit stops happening again, boys. Richard Holland's up to second. James Hudson's still out there, about 16.5 seconds ahead. Garrett Helmlinger, who started this race in 10th place, is up to third.
Yeah, I ain't the one who likes to scream for a caution, but I'd like to see one to make a race out of this.
Yeah, James Hudson's just pulling away. I mean, he's putting on a clinic. You got to respect that.
Oh yeah.
But for viewerships and excitement. Really be
Well, it
interesting
is.
to see a caution.
It is what it is. I mean, you can't, even in NASCAR, they're not all great finishes.
Well, and you look at the start there with Tim Hamlet and the whole shebang there with Seegers and all what happened, and
Yeah, should have been a caution. Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
that
should have been one.
there should have been a caution when the 10 got tagged there. I think it was lap 10 when Tim Hamlet got in with
Wall.
Seegers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Seegers they that actually brought out a caution, but that's been our only caution tonight.
Yeah. But with them other trucks, them 4 that got involved, that's the one that, and that's where Hamlet had to check up, and they kind of got separated with the front group and the rear group.
Yep. Right now we're scoring Tim Hamlet. He's in position 4, about 21 seconds behind. But you look back at that, how much ground he lost in the initial caution because he had to pit. He got all beat up, and then he had to stop in the middle of the track because of what happened.
Yep.
That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. And I think he was probably one of the guys that would have gave James Hudson a run for his money.
But you're right, Hudson is just putting on a clinic.
He's got over 17 and a half now. Now Richard Holland, he's no slouch. He's a pretty talented guy. He can put down lap times. He's a consistent dude. Looking at his lap times, look at his past 10 laps, from lap 80 to lap 70. He's ran a 28.6 on lap 70, 28.6 on lap 80. So there's not a lot of variation there.
That blue and white truck just run the whole inside of the corner on 4 and made it stick.
Rick Fagone's coming down pit road now.
Oh, hell, there's Mama Riddle. Hi, Mama Riddle. Everybody got to say hi to Mama Riddle.
Hello, Mama Riddle.
Hi, Mama Riddle.
Who is Mama Riddle?
Hal's mother-in-law.
Well, hello, Mama Riddle. Thank you for joining us tonight. Maybe we can get some camera work on Hal Amy. He's running 8th place. He's cutting down pit road hard.
Oh, good Jesus, he cut that damn fucking thing hard.
I don't know if we had a camera on that, but he just about didn't make it.
Yeah,
he almost took the water barrels.
That might have been a last-minute decision.
Yeah. You might have had to put another Duramax in that Chevy.
That reminds me of that song, Nation. Should I stay or should I go?
Well, I think that's what he was thinking when he come up to those water barrels.
Wasn't it the Clash?
Oh, yes, it was.
Got Richard Holland scored as your leader now.
I just
Looks
told
like-
my age.
Yeah.
How old are you, Cecil? You can't be that old.
I'm 49.
Fuck you.
You
I'm
older
50.
than me. Yeah, you older than me.
So, fuck you.
Dirt.
Dirt.
My birth certificate, goddamn, I can't talk, was printed on dust.
It's probably done rotted away, hasn't it? Nation?
I ain't seen it in fucking 20 years, so I don't know.
I tell
My
you
mom
what.
had it, and she gave it to my wife, and I ain't seen it since.
It's sitting in the same bag as your balls, buddy.
Oh.
Yep, in her
no.
purse. It's the way it is when you're married, bro. It's just, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I know what you mean. Do whatever it takes. You'll give up any legislature to touch an ear.
Don't even try to tell me, Brad, that you're just running around the house like you're the king of the castle.
Oh, I'm just lucky to be downstairs right now.
Hell yeah! So that's you gotta make compromise.
So Richard Holland's being scored. He's putting it out there. I think he's got about another 8 laps on the Hudson when it comes to pit strategy. It's going to be interesting with how long they can stretch this fuel run. It might come down to
Yeah, that's
fuel
what I was
strategy.
wondering. How many laps can they go in these trucks on fuel?
Well, it looks like they're pitting on intervals. Let's see. Richard Holland pitted when they had that caution. Lap 14, they went green. It wasn't until hell, I don't even know how lap 14 he's stretched out to now with no pit stop. So
Dang. That would be what, 64 laps, 65
Yeah.
laps?
Yeah, he's gonna run out of something.
yeah, he's stretching it out there.
That's gonna be close to the finish.
Well, we've got 145 laps to run here, so
Yeah, there's only 55, 56 left now, right?
lap 90. Yeah,
Somewhere in there.
sitting- yeah, they're sitting running around.
So he's
50.
made it to the pit window.
I can't math right now, so
You can't math right
Yeah.
now.
oh hell no.
Oh, here we go
It's
again.
sitting
That
right at
core
55.
math. That core math shit.
Oh, here comes Richard Holland now. He's bringing her down pit road. Now this pit strategy, I don't know if he had to pit or if the tires were just so toast that he couldn't go any further, but James Hudson probably, based off of those numbers, can make it all the way.
Coop, did you see Mama Riddle's message?
I did not.
She thinks I'm awesome and not you.
She thinks you're awesome.
Yeah, and not you.
Well,
That might not be exactly what she said, but it's close enough.
I'm gonna have to look at this chat here because
Nation's just starting shit.
Who, me? No.
Oh, back on the broadcast, but aggravated.
she
like a
said you
motherfucker.
guys.
Yeah, but that kind of
guess-
excluded you.
I
I mean, that's the way I read it.
You're a woman.
All right,
So
I am back, but this is
did you get it figured out?
No, I went like 1 step forward and 3 steps back.
I was waiting for Vern to say, "Yeah, I'm back and I'm with Sprint."
I might be when this is over. I'm not bullshitting you guys. Apparently,
Dude, I've had Sprint for like 20 years. I've
Here's-
never had a problem with them.
here's the deal. So I bought these phones I'm having problems with. I bought all 3 of them from Amazon, just so you know.
Uh-huh.
All 3 of them. All 3 phones come from Amazon. Unlocked
Okay.
phones, right? Unlocked for the
Okay.
GSM network, so they'll work on AT&T, T-Mobile,
Verizon, whatever you want.
no, Verizon CDMA, so it won't work on Verizon. But it'll work on AT&T, T-Mobile, just to give you the 2 biggies that it works on. Well, anyway, apparently, even though you buy these phones, right, and they're unlocked phones so you can use them on any carrier, do you know that when you stick a carrier SIM card in there that they will lock your IMEI number down?
Yeah,
I do not know that.
Yes, they
I
will.
knew that.
And it's an unlocked phone that you bought, and you own that phone, not subsidized through the phone company or nothing. But as soon as you put their SIM card in it, it locks that phone down to that particular carrier.
It encrypts it.
I did not know that.
So what it did was it locked them down, and now I have to get my old phone carrier to unlock phones that I bought and paid for that were already unlocked. That's
Yep.
bullshit.
But they own the service.
No, well, they don't anymore because I canceled them when I went with a new one. But I own the damn phones. They're my phones. I bought them from Amazon. One of them, I've had mine for 2 years.
The only way you get them to unlock it is like if you were out of a plan And does AT&T have you in a contract of any kind?
No.
So basically, if you threaten to switch providers, they would probably unlock it for you.
Well, they're going to unlock it because I bought the phones from Amazon as unlocked phones, and they can either unlock it or I'm going to take their ass to small claims court tomorrow.
Yeah, you threaten litigation. That works too. That's effective as well.
I mean, that's it.
Here's the deal.
Step.
If I bought the phone from them and took a discount, I could understand it. You know, them locking that IMEI number. But I bought the phone separately from Amazon. And therefore, they shouldn't be able to lock my motherfucking phone. Period.
Yeah, I agree. They shouldn't be able to lock any phone. I just don't agree with the whole cellular plans. And all
Back
that.
to the race. It looks like Hudson's about ready to lap the field, boys.
Yeah. Putting on a clinic. He's pulled out to a 19-second lead over Greg Rourke. And there are 4 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, you can see Tim Hamlet right here running P4, and he is he's got the leader not too far behind him. I think these boys need a caution.
Yep, 45 to go. I don't think there's enough cars on the track to really cause any problems.
Yeah, it
What
looks
about
like
that
it's
brawl in turn 3?
one caution kind of slowed it down early, and from there it's been clean and green, man, and it is not good for the competition because James Hudson is on a mission.
You got Tim Hamlet right there. He's about to go a lap down.
Hey, Vern.
Yes.
You have a special someone that said hi to you in the chat.
Hi, Mama Riddle. There you go, Nation. I took care of it.
She's a good woman.
I know she is, and she would understand the issues I'm going through as well. But I'm sure you guys entertained them very well on the broadcast, Nation.
She said you guys are
No,
awesome.
we fucked it all up. We fucked everything up.
So anyone wants to know what James Hudson's doing different? Well, let's go on board with James Hudson and watch him take a lap around here. What do you think about that, Nation?
Let's do it.
On board with our leader coming up. This is actually a good time to go on board with him. He's about ready to lap the fourth place and fellow chase driver Tim Hamlet. I can tell you right now one thing that he may be doing different. Listen, Coop.
Yeah, he downshift.
He's downshifting it.
Yep.
And I'm wondering if the 49 is. We're going to go on board with the 49 to see if we can tell if he's downshifted or not. But it wouldn't be surprising if these other guys aren't. So
that's what I was telling Hal before the race when he was practicing. I said, that dude's downshift.
I don't think Tim is. You can tell by his RPMs. Watch this. No. Oh, there he went. There's third gear. And there goes Hudson. Fourth place just went a lap down, and third place is right in front of him.
But Tim's not downshifting in 3 and 4.
No, he's not. No, and you look at that RPM drop there, and look how Hudson pulls them off that corner.
Oh, yeah. These trucks are not geared right. They don't have the horsepower or the gear.
Yeah, Tim's.
These fixed setups.
Oh, he had Richard Holland coming underneath of him there, but I was going to say he's entering turns 1 and 2 there way too high. You can see him coming to 3 and 4. Right here, he should be bumping down to third. He did downshift this time.
Now, Richard Holland is coming up on Hudson.
Yeah, Holland might be on fresh tires, so.
He's on fresher tires. We know that because he stretched his fuel run about, I don't know, 12 laps past the leader pit. So he's got a little fresher tires.
Yeah, here comes Holland right here.
He's going to get that lap back.
He's not downshifting.
No.
Holland coming off a 4, going after the leader. Meanwhile, third place, Garrett Helmlinger is just about to go a lap down. Holland might take him 3 wide here. He's thinking about it, Coop. He's going full send mode to get his lap back, ain't he?
Garrett Helmlinger's not happy about going a lap down right now.
Oh, no, you know he's not. I'm sure the warden, Tim Hamlet, wasn't either. But I'm telling you, it's not going to be long before he runs Rourke down and the whole field's a lap down here, Coop.
Yep. He's got it figured out. That downshifting in 3 and 4 is just killing people. Now Richard Holland's got to work with Garrett Helmlinger and the 53.
Yeah, and this is for position. Holland going for
Yep.
the 3rd position right here.
What do you think of that paint scheme on that 31?
Not bad. You did that one, didn't you? Quite a while back.
That was a replica.
Oh, replica paint.
Yeah, Sean Dorr is originally responsible for that paint.
Tim Hamlet right there looking for a spot on his teammate, the 77 of Garrett Helmlinger. So Tim might be found a little bit of something here, at least a little bit more than the 77's got. That's going to move Tim up to the 4th spot now. Holland's going to go up to the third spot. And we're going to go up here to our 2nd place runner, which is going to be Greg Rourke. And the leader should be somewhere around here.
Yeah, I think the leader's about 4 seconds back from him. 3 seconds maybe.
So Ruark's got a little bit of a gap between him and James Hudson, but
Not much.
now Hudson with a 25-second lead. 25 seconds, Coop.
James, if you're listening,
He is lapped.
it's really bad for viewer counts, but you should just spin it out.
He has lapped all the
Wicked
way up to
interesting.
2nd place now. He should stop and grab a beer, smoke a cigarette, and then get back in it. What do you think, Cecil?
And get some ice cream.
Hell, he might go in for
Country
second.
Time Lemonade.
Yeah, you can go in there and get something.
Cecil, you got quiet on me, buddy.
Yeah, I'm trying to make my way to the restroom so I can do our restroom reports.
Restroom reports. What?
Yeah.
We have restroom reports.
Yeah, the urinals are real clean. They got new rock
Well,
candy. in
Ruark's on pit road.
You got to watch that rock candy. It can be kind of rough sometimes.
Yeah, I heard you're not supposed to try to eat it.
So now, Coop, the whole field is at least a lap down.
Well, this is gonna be interesting. James Hudson pitted. We're gonna look at his pits. He pitted on lap. We're still on
112?
James Hudson now. Here we go.
No, he pitted on.
His last pit stop. It was on lap 48.
Right. That stint for him was 31 laps that he'd went on fuel.
Maybe I'm missing something here.
You might be missing something because there's no way he'd be this far in.
83.
Yeah. So
So
he
we're
is
looking
going to
like
have to pit.
83. When you look at Richard Holland's last pit stop, Richard Holland pitted on lap 91. So there's about an 8 lap difference there, and then pit stops.
Look how smooth Holland is through the corner. Here he comes. He didn't wait long. James Hudson's
Richard
on pit
Holland-
road. Holland's going to move up to the lead now.
Richard Holland pitted on lap 80. What did I say? 83.
You said that Hudson pitted on 83, right?
Okay. So it was lap 91 for Richard Holland, and their interval between that lap 91 to lap 52.
I'm waiting to see
So
if
you did-
Holland can even take the lead here.
Well, he's going to take the lead.
He
I
should
think
be
he's going to
able
be the
to.
leader. Yeah. Can he stretch it out to the end? That's what I'm interested to see. I think their pit interval's about 50 laps. It's going to be really close.
Ruark's trying to unlap himself here. You see Greg Ruark on the outside of the leader.
If you're Richard Holland, you might just let him go here.
He does. Holland's coming to pit road.
Oh boy, well, man, I don't know. He stretched some pits. He
You
stretched
see Hudson
out those
right
pit
there.
stops. I don't get this.
So Hudson
And he-
kind of followed suit of what a second place driver did, Coop.
Yeah. If you're hauling, man, I don't get the stretching out the whole fuel run like that. You had an 8-lap advantage on Hudson. You might as well just stretch it out. You made your bed, you lay in it, and pray
Right.
for a caution. Because that's an 8-lap difference between you and him that you could have a wreck happen, and now you're in the lead.
Yeah, Holland coming off pit road now.
It looks like he only took 2 tires, though.
Other one I forgot about is Corey Cook, who's showing in P2 right now.
So we do have that. I didn't think about that. 2-tire stop. That changes it a little bit.
Well, we got Corey Cook and Greg Ruark, so we're showing 3 on the lead lap right now. Corey Cook's actually in the 2nd spot. Ruark's back in 3rd.
See, so how's it looking down there in the pits?
It was real busy there for a little bit, and I think everybody's going to be cycling through here. What you got, 2 cars are still out there.
I was talking about your pits, buddy. Everything come out okay?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I didn't eat the rock candy.
Son of a bitch.
I did
You're-
not eat the
You're
rock
pissed,
candy.
buddy.
You're looking on 50, man. I just want to make sure everything's working right.
Well, I'm not as old as Nation.
True that.
Nation's at the age where he's having to wear the pins every now and then.
Oh,
Well, I keep
man.
them. I keep them in the glove box.
What
Keep
in
it
the
up.
fuck? Yeah, see Ruark going around John Sanu right there. I'm going to tell you, there's a whole host of drivers that would love to see a caution, and as Sanu just rides it down the wall.
He's trying to bring one out. I think he's been trying from the start.
Man, he's been a caution for about 100 laps now, ain't he?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, at the end of this race, if it stays green, you are going to hear Tim Hamlet say there should have been a caution. And that's
sure.
what screwed this race up.
Well, you guys said there should have been one with the 10 truck of Enrique.
Yeah, there was 4 trucks involved in that, and that's what I got the gap on the field there. They had to check up damn near stop.
Yeah, I don't know how a caution didn't come out for that. The tank truck was pretty much sideways in turn 1.
Get back here to 9th place driver, Hal Lamy, not too far behind our leader. Hal not having the night that he was looking forward to, about 3 laps down right here. Yeah, Michael, we'll get Coop to send Holland or Fagone a message and tell him to throw that roll bar padding out. Look for that debris caution there, Coop.
Oh, we can make that happen.
Well, the Bra didn't create one in turn 3.
Oh, so the leader goes around 86.
There was a C Cup brawl on the track, Vern,
Nation.
but it wasn't worth stopping for.
What they said.
One of them crack whores you had in the van today.
Yeah.
Shit, they wouldn't even be a
Exactly
C
what it
cup.
was.
They'd be like a fucking Band-Aid or something.
One side was a C Cup, the other
Band-Aid.
side was
You ever
removed.
seen a fat
A
cracker?
Band-Aid, he said.
One side the C Cup, one side the Band-Aid.
Just a couple Band-Aids.
Couple. What are you doing with the second one?
Man, I'm telling you, though, you got to admit 2020 is the year for the ugly people.
No, West Virginia is
No,
a
2020
state
is.
for the
You know
ugly
why?
people.
Because
Why is
most
that?
states make you wear a mask.
They do get slightly better looking when they have a mask.
yeah.
Are they wearing a mask when they get in your van, Nation?
It's kind of hard to hide 20
Nope.
years of abusing mayonnaise, though. I mean, fuck.
Hey,
Do you get any of them with masks on in the van, Nation? Any of them?
No.
No.
Hey, Vern, you put a visual in my head about the mask. Hey, girl, you sure do have pretty eyes, but what happened to your teeth when you take the mask off?
Yeah.
Well, down here in West Virginia, you don't even ask that question.
No, because they come
They
without
ain't got
teeth.
them anyway.
No, his van ain't got no windows.
We had a conversation about the West
But I'll
Virginia
tell you what he
sheriff.
does got, Michael Benson. He's got candy. That right, Nation?
Oh, God.
Got no windows, but you got candy, huh?
Well, it's got lots of windows, but it's, oh, God. Fuck. I stopped to drop this. She had to pee, so I pulled over and she went in this gas station.
Right. Today?
And, yeah, today.
Okay, so this went down today.
And I had to go another 2-hour drive after this. That was the plan.
Right.
And she comes back out of there and she says, well, my sister-in-law's in here, so I'm just going to stay.
At the store, you stopped to let her go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Her sister-in-law just appears out of nowhere?
Apparently.
Welcome to West Virginia, folks. They just come out of the woodworks of the gas station.
I don't think it was her sister-in-law. I think it was a drug dealer.
Yeah. Was this after the road course racing you did today, Nation in the van?
Did he do some
Dude,
more of that?
I road course every day.
You know he did.
All right, Coop, it's going to be official again.
Official what?
Hudson's officially about ready to lap the field.
Yeah, he's looking at Greg Rourke right now. I don't know, man. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but James Hudson's your champion. I mean, unless something's
Unless
crazy
he has a
happens.
catastrophic failure.
Yeah, he's just looking that way.
It would
He's
suck to
looking
be
below the 48, and the 48's not even going to put up a fight. Hudson blows and just drives right by him, Coop.
That downshifting is just, he is killing people out of the corner. I mean, more power to him. He put in the time. He figured that out. You put in the testing. You put in the laps, and that's what sucks. You had Tim Hamlet who put in hundreds of laps at this place, and you had the lap 10 wreck. And
I've made this mistake before, Coop, and this is and Cecil's probably, when I start talking about this, going to know exactly where I'm going. I have practiced for hundreds of laps for a race, not shifting, and then during the race somebody start beating me and I realize they're shifting and have to adapt what I learned in practice on the fly to shift.
Adapt and overcome.
Exactly.
And get you a finish, but man, by the time you figure it out, it's almost too late.
You're at a
Sometimes it doesn't work out.
disadvantage. You're at a disadvantage automatically because you didn't practice it that way. But
Yep.
I think that's what happened with Tim Hamlet and them. I think they, too, put a lot of laps in, but I don't necessarily think they were shifting when they were practicing.
No. And it didn't help that the wrecks and the cautions and everything the way it happened. Now they're not only were they off pace compared to what James is doing, but now they've got so much traffic to work through that they don't even know what he is doing. They don't know what line he's running. They can't replicate what he's doing. It just the problem.
I want to go on board with Tim because what you'll notice is, and he's doing it now, he's getting smoother with the shifting now.
Yeah.
It may have taken him half the race before he thought, you know what, I think he's shifting.
Yep.
And then he started doing it, and it takes a little while before you can get dialed in and get into a rhythm of doing that corner after corner, lap after lap.
Well, you get your brake points and how you're going to come off the corner just right, and then you throw in that shift point, and it just changes everything.
Everything. Yep, everything.
Yeah, and you got to be real careful, too, how you go down to third gear. You'll drop the wheel speed too quick, and it'll send your ass in right around.
Yeah, you'll see the fucking drive shaft lock up real quick. Send that truck right around.
I don't know where Garrett Robinson's at, but me and him were in a C-Fix race the other night, and I sent it around right in the front of the field. On a
You
restart.
throw in third gear. Give
On
her
a restart.
1-2-1.
I did. Throwed her right in throwed her in first, coming out of second.
You hit that Jake brake, didn't you?
Hell yes, I did. Throwed her right in first, coming out of second, and didn't go to third, and she just come right around on me. That's a true story, Cecil. Right on a restart. Fuck the whole field. Wrecked them all.
Yeah, I've done that before.
At Martinsville, they didn't have nowhere to go.
I did it over. That's just as bad.
I did it at Martinsville. They didn't have nowhere to go, but the funniest thing is Garrett Robinson got literally, this is no bullshit. We were in a B-Fix race at Kansas. Garrett Robinson got taken out by Donnie Leah. You know, Toyota TRD rep that drove in the truck series, Donnie Leah?
Yeah.
Garrett got taken out by him. The conversation after that happened was the best.
Oh, boys, we got 5 to go here.
Yeah, five laps to go for that 53. Maybe 4 now when he goes by the line. Actually, it's 5 now at the line, but
If I was Hudson, I'd just be watching my quality meter. That's the only thing that's going to cause them not to win this race.
Donnie was a one-hit wonder. Donnie Leah. Now he's a TRD rep, isn't he? He works for Toyota Racing Development, right? Isn't that what he does, Cecil?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he works for TRD.
Well, boys, I think
But
we're
he
about
did
to-
drive in the truck series, and Michael Benson's right. He had one lucky victory. He's a one-hit wonder.
We're about to crown a winner. We're about to crown a champion.
We are going to do it in 3 laps, and we're going to keep the camera on that 53 truck until we finish here.
I tell you, man, you put in a whole season, and you do these races week in, week out. You come here every Wednesday night, and you're just thinking, you know, what can I do to be better than that other guy? A little luck, a little practice, and James Hudson, tonight, buddy, you put it on.
He put the
Hell of a
time
job.
in.
Oh, yeah.
He paid his dues, and that's what it takes to win a championship anywhere. And it's really what it takes at WFO. But you put your time in, you pay your dues, and he's done that all season long. He's 2 laps away from winning his first Wicked Wednesday Truck Series title at WFO.
You knew it was possible, though. This guy, he's always in the top 5. He's a good guy to fucking race with. Look out, he's going to wrap it around 3 here for 1 more lap, boys.
I can tell you what, not only is he going to win this race and championship, but he's really going to do it in dominating fashion here tonight. Lapping the entire field to not only win this race, but to secure that championship. That shows dedication and confidence, both.
Well, here he is.
He wanted it, did he not?
Yes, he did. He wanted it. I think he knew what he was capable of when this thing started, and he just went after it. He went after it, and he got it.
Well,
Out of
he's
turn
definitely
4.
got it. Coming out of 4, there it is. Your winner of the race, winner of the WFO, season champion, the playoffs, James Hudson.
There's Roy.
Congratulations.
2nd place, 3rd place right there, Richard Holland. Tim Hamlet coming across the line in 4th. Garrett Helmlinger coming across in 5th. 6th place right there, Enrique. Corey Cook's going to bring it home 2nd. Steve Seeger's going to bring it out of turn 4 and bring it home 8th right here. Then you got Dakota Floyd, John Sanu, and it looks like Hal Lamy disconnected about 17 laps ago.
Little bumper love from old Richard Holland to James Hudson.
All right.
That was a salute.
Well, when Hudson does his burnout, that's the only time I sing that truck out of shape.
Yeah.
All night long.
We, no need to wait. Let's get him. Let's get our champion.
You know, grab that checkered flag. He's pulling up to that line. James Hudson's gonna burn it down for us right now.
There it goes.
This is your Season 5 WFO Racing League's Wicked Wednesday Truck Series champion, James Hudson, driver of the 53. Driver, you got a copy?
Hell yeah, guys.
Man, how does it feel, champ?
That was awesome. That was a blast.
You talk about a dominating run here tonight. One caution flag slowed it down early in the race. You go on and just completely dominate and lap the entire field, James.
I really am sorry. I promise I'm not cheating. There was nothing illegal there.
Oh, we saw what you were doing compared to the field, buddy. We noticed it.
We seen this
Yeah.
secret weapon.
Yeah.
You practiced it. You had the shifting points dead on, man.
Oh yeah, that downshift was key. And a lot of the guys were running a whole lot higher. My buddy Matt Busa, he's one of the Coke drivers. He had taught me a long time ago, after watching him and talking with him, to if you keep it below, if you can somehow keep them left sides below the dark area, there's so much more grip down there.
Yes, there is.
That's all I was doing all night. And I just full throttled off the corner pretty much every time. There was just so much grip built up in the setup, and I don't know. I guess I just figured it out, and man, that was fun.
You did it, man. I'll tell you, that's how you do it. You just dominate the damn thing, win the race.
Put yourself in that position, and you just come out and do it.
You win the race, and you know you're the champion, because if you win it, no one else can, right?
That's right. I told you last week it was going to take a win to get it.
You were right, and you did it. And now we got your first championship at WFO Racing League, man. How's that feel?
That's awesome, man. I told my buddy Nick when he brought me on, I said I really want to come in and get one of these championships. That was the goal. I mean, that's everybody's goal, but that's what I had my sights set on. And after a little heartbreak on, I think it was 2 seasons ago, or maybe it was last season, and missing that one race in the chase and then winning the last race, I definitely had a little revenge built up from that. So I'm glad we could get it done this year, man.
Sometimes it takes that kind of motivation, a heartbreak, to get going where you can do that. But man, I mean, tonight you were in a zone from the time they dropped the green flag out there, and it was like nothing was going to get you off your game there, James.
Oh yeah, I got on and practiced a little bit early, and I did a couple little stints in 4th gear, and I noticed it was bogged down so hard, and I figured I'd try it, and man, it picked up like 3 or 4 tenths after about 5 laps, and you had to.
Well, once again, congratulations, buddy. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, man, definitely got to thank y'all, and I know I'd said it before, but this was my song, guys. I really do appreciate everything. I got a lot of other stuff going on. We're building a house out here in the real world.
Congratulations.
And, thank you. And working on this road to pro stuff, and so this was my last race with you guys. But it's such a fun league. I hate leaving, but sometimes life takes over, and especially on these road to pro nights. I got big races on Monday nights too, and 3 nights in a row is just hard on you. So
right.
This will be my last race with you guys, at least for a while. I might come back maybe next year and see if we can't do something again. But I just want to thank y'all for such a good league. It really is. I hope I can maybe get some people in the door for y'all and push some names in here. And it's so well ran, so well done, good racing. Like I said, I hate leaving, but I really, really, really appreciate everything y'all do. And last but not least, definitely want to give my team, Delta Sport and United for Kids, a big shout out. They've really worked and taught me a lot. Move Up Lynchburg, Driven Texas, Track Monkey Apparel, Sim Shop LLC, and Butt Kicker. We wouldn't be able to do half of what we do without them. So big shout out to all those guys. And again, thank y'all so much. This was really a fun year.
Well, hey, buddy, you got the interviews down, so when you make it the road to pro, you're good. You want to race the next one.
Yeah, and you've got your buddy Nick Gardner, our buddy actually, Nick Gardner, in the chat there. So on YouTube, that's really cool to see. Man, I know how it is on the road to pro. It takes so much time, and I don't think a lot of people understand the time that we put into practice and the setups before we go to those tracks. But it's really hard to do the league stuff that I do, and still have time to do that stuff, James.
Oh yeah, it is. It does. It takes a lot of time. We're probably putting a good 7 or 8 hours a week, or at least per race, into these setups. And I mean, just between that and league racing, it'll wear you out. And that was the main reason I didn't want to get wore out on it. I got a goal, a set, and I want to reach it. And sometimes sacrifices got to be made.
Well, you can check this one off, James.
Absolutely, guys.
You got the
I appreciate it
championship,
again
buddy.
So much.
Good job,
Thank y'all.
James.
Thank y'all.
Yeah,
Thank y'all.
congratulations there to you, James.
Appreciate it,
yeah.
guys.
All right, champ, go celebrate it and enjoy it, buddy.
Absolutely.
All right, let's find Ruark. Nation, you want this one?
No, he don't like me.
Yes, he does.
Bring that motherfucker up here.
Yeah.
Greg Ruark.
Where is that motherfucker? Oh, I didn't say that out loud, did I?
Oh my God! It's Chris.
Oh, see, here it is.
I knew it.
This is why I didn't want to talk to the motherfucker.
I
He's got
knew
his
it.
thick glasses on, and he's got his 5-foot tall microphone with his little headset on, and he's been waiting for it. I know he has.
Oh, he's doing
God damn it.
He's full sending it.
Mr. Ruark,
Senor.
as much as I hate this,
Oh, you don't hate it. You love
You
it.
don't even know what he's in the booth for, do you, Nation?
well, it's not driver of the day. I know that.
What's
Did you see what I did there, Greg?
what's he in here for?
What are you in second? Because nobody remembers that shit.
Oh, well,
Oh,
I mean,
my
second
God.
place is just the first loser.
Nation.
All right, Greg.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hell, what?
I don't
happened,
know.
Greg?
He said, I don't know.
This
I
is
don't.
this is the kind of commentary we come in here for.
I have no
What's
Greg
wrong?
fucking
always
clue.
fucks with me every single time I talk to him.
This is a great execution, guys. Great execution. Keep it
I
up.
don't know.
Oh, hey, Brad. Hey, great for stepping in.
So what happened was I just feel like I got my ass beat's what I feel like.
Man,
You
I'll
did
tell
get
you
your
what.
ass beat. You come in second.
He took you guys to the woodshed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that was tough there, boys.
When did you figure out you had to shift the truck, Greg?
I never did. I shifted and got slower.
That's what we talk about,
Drove
Coop.
with that dude in fucking
He said, I
practice
never
and you
did figure it out.
You called it. It's hard to adapt to something you haven't practiced to.
If
so
you
we
hadn't
did that.
practiced it, that's exactly right. I mean, if you switch to it in a race, sometimes it'll slow you down or hurt you.
I
Period.
mean, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the fastest lap times. I had the third fastest lap time, and I never shifted once. I mean,
Yep.
I was only 0.2 off on the average, so I don't know.
That's what we're saying. We were looking at the whole field, and I think James was the first guy. He come out shifting down, and everybody else was just a little off pace because they
Yeah.
weren't doing it.
I tried it, and it upset the balance of the truck, and it
Yep.
went all sorts of wonky. And I said, yeah, "Screw this! I'm going back to what works."
Well, and I have a feeling that other drivers did the same thing, but because they knew that the leader was downshifting, they just stayed with it. But their disadvantage is the leader had practiced downshifting. So he
Yeah.
knew exactly where to do it and
Yeah,
what
he
to
was
expect every time. He was real smooth with it. And I think a lot of those guys it actually hurt them. Where you stuck to your guns. I mean, you tried to downshifting. No. It upset the truck. You went right back to not shifting, and you were nice and smooth the whole race. And I think that might have been the key to getting second.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just tried to keep it nice and tidy, and not do anything crazy, and man, it was like I don't know. It was like I was in the wrong class of car or something. It was crazy. I don't know. It was funny.
Hell, man, you started sixth, and you guys had that early caution there right off the start, about lap 10.
Well, I can tell you there were guys behind me that were faster over the long run. I hate this track. This track is terrible. I think they'll turn it into a pay lake. But but
God damn.
but I mean, I just I did what I always do. Vern knows what I did. He saw me. I'm sure he saw me pitting and keeping them fresh tires on,
Absolutely.
and split the race up and just tried to make up for my deficiencies with better tires.
That's what you do. I mean, when you're down like that, you're right, Greg. That's what you do. You got to figure out something to do different than what the leader's doing.
Exactly.
And
And
it kept you around longer. It kept you in the fight a lot longer than the other guys.
absolutely, yeah. I mean, it kept me there, and like I say, I would gain a little bit, they'd stay out, and tires were hell, they were worth more than a second by the end of a run. I mean, I was falling down into the high 29s where fresh tires, you could maintain 27s for 10 to 15 laps. So I just kind of did the math in my head, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be faster by doing that, by short pitting, than I will be by. And I got off sequence and it worked. So I just lucked out.
All right, Nation, it's your interview.
All right, Greg. Aside from me, is there anybody else you want to thank?
Well, well, I got a big thank you for you, Nation. I mean, it's
Yeah, because I got like 75 different fucking names.
He's the best broadcaster ever, Greg.
It's
Ever.
an honor.
Ever.
It's an honor, a privilege. I'm blessed to have been able to come up here in this booth with Nation.
I just want to hit this guy.
Yeah, you compliment him, and this is how he treats you.
I just want to hit you. I hate you.
Say nice things about him, and he hates me. I hate
you. Well, if you tell him, if you come in,
it's because your sarcasm is duly noted.
Who said I was being sarcastic, Nation?
I did.
What you have to do, Greg, is every time you come into the, one of these rooms, Nations, then just say "fuck you, Nation," and then everything will be fine.
Well, I guess
pretty much
I
what
could come in and just say Steve says hi. Steve Blankenship says hi.
That'll do it.
That's the same thing, isn't it?
That's pretty much a fuck you.
But no,
I don't even know why I hang out with you people.
Steve Blankenship, absolutely one of the nicest guys I've ever met on iRacing. Period. Nation hates him.
No,
I don't hate him.
And he hates me, and all I do is say wonderful, glowing things about
I don't hate this motherfucker either.
I'm trying to get him a big contract and make him some money, and hell, he's a hating me. He wanted to hit me in the face and shit.
Wait, well, is it's not you that hate Steve, it's Steve that hates you, isn't it, Nation?
No, you know the story. I accidentally thought he was somebody else and said, I hate that motherfucker.
He did. He told Steve he hated him. I'm like, how in
No,
the
I
fuck
didn't
do
tell
you
Steve.
hate Steve Blankenship?
I told you and Hal
Yeah,
that
and I
I hated
said,
the motherfucker because I thought he was somebody else.
I said, who in the fuck could hate Steve Blankenship? That's what I said. Who could hate that man?
I can't even remember the guy's name that I actually hated, but Greg. Greg. Think somebody.
Yeah, it was Greg you actually hated, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Greg. I ain't never hated Greg.
Oh, hey, well, I'll thank somebody. I want to thank, by God, Vern Bradley. I want to thank you, man, for doing this again this season.
What would you do that for?
Hey, Vern's been good to me. I mean, he might beat up on you, but he's been awful nice to me. Now.
He does. He beats the shit out of me. I didn't do anything.
That is not true.
But no,
that is so not true.
In all seriousness, I want to thank all of you up here and the admins. I want to thank everybody. I mean, it's always a blast coming back here to race with you guys, and you'll get to see me a little more often. And I'll make it to a lot of these races. But y'all do a great job, and I appreciate it. It means a lot that you put this on and put all this work in, week in, week out. And, I don't think you hear it enough that we really do appreciate you and what you do, Vern and Nation and Hal and everybody. Y'all do awesome.
Well, we appreciate the heck out of that, Greg. That's the reason we do it. It's for you guys.
Yeah, but he just sits there with that fancy little race voice.
What?
He's got that fancy little race voice.
Race boy.
Who has that?
That's why he's fast.
Greg's
That's why
got
he's
that.
fa- that's why
Greg's
he's
got the
fast.
fancy little race voice. I've never heard that, Nation.
I was
Man.
going to say that's new.
He does. I mean,
That is
dude,
brand
if I
new.
was, if I was to turn on a NASCAR like on TV, I would expect to hear Greg's voice.
You're about
Well-
13 beers deep in the 12 pack.
Did you hear that shit, NASCAR?
Nope.
When Nation turns on NASCAR Sunday, he expects to hear Greg Ruark's voice.
And if I don't hear it, you guys are fucked. Because I can.
What are you going to do
I
to
can't
him?
shit. I can't do shit.
No, you can't. You don't have to buy a ticket, Nation.
No, because Greg's gonna give me a ticket.
I don't know why he needs to. You're like the top broadcaster of all time.
No,
Ever.
it's fucking no, fuck you. It's Greg's voice.
What the hell?
All I gotta do is say, "Hey, I know Greg Ruark, so fuck you." He was my Uber driver one time, so fuck you.
We are going back to the Uber shit now, Greg.
Oh my God, that's old school there.
We are going back to the
Goddamn,
Uber.
dude. If I had the Uber experience you had, I'd still be an Uber
5
driver.
stars.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would too.
5
They
stars.
should
on
Yeah.
just
that.
have a point there.
Well, there's a lot of cleaning involved in that after that whole
Yeah.
ordeal.
Yeah.
It really don't matter,
I
dude.
don't know
The experience is worth it. You don't want to know. Just go
Sounds
sit
like
down
I
somewhere.
So the
No.
the whole Uber thing was short lived for you, wasn't it, Greg?
It sure was.
But it was a lifetime experience.
Dude, there was
Exactly.
more stories in your goddamn Uber driving than there was in the Winnie the Pooh
Yeah, and
saga.
at that time he'd only done Uber for a week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That was 1 week's worth. It was crazy.
He'd only done it for a week, and those stories were crazy. Couldn't believe what
Like that
those people
goddamn-
did.
What was that fucking movie that had like 18 movies that. Oh, The Ring. Or the saga of The Ring, whatever the fuck it was. Had less stories than you had.
Oh my
Well, you know, HBO.
You
had
know
that
goddamn well it's true.
special.
Cecil, I'm telling you right now, if you want to pimp, you got to be an Uber driver.
Fuck yeah. And you gotta be an Uber driver next to Greg. And you better have a badass car. Because Greg did it with a non-badass car, and he
I
did
did it with an
badass.
Impala SS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, it was badass.
Yeah, I mean, I did it with a car I shouldn't done it with.
Yeah, he did. And
But
what
no,
did it do
seriously,
to your
guys.
motor?
Yeah, I had to put a freaking
Yeah,
engine
it's
in
kinda-
the thing.
It's kind of hard to be an Uber driver with.
Did
2
you
doors,
end up
dude.
putting a motor in that, Greg?
No, I got rid of it. That was the best thing I ever did too. That thing was hard on gas, man. That freaking LS motor in that
No,
car.
dude, the best thing you ever did was an Uber driving shit. People are going to write songs about that.
They're gonna
Well,
put you on a coin, buddy.
I'm just saying, man.
Nation,
I
I
I
mean,
know
you,
shit.
Nation,
you
might
were
be
Fucking
right.
multi-talented.
Coop's
Get
right,
on it,
man.
dude.
They're gonna write songs about you.
You're multi-talented, dude. Get on it. You're the one with the broadcast experience, Nation.
Fuck you. I don't
Yeah,
want
can
that
you
shit.
imagine Nation driving Uber with his Camaro SS? That ought to score him some points there, Greg.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
thinking.
They
I'm
won't
thinking
let
him.
me do it because it's a 2-door.
Well, you can still Uber eat it. That's enough.
Just go by Harbor Freight and get you a Sawzall. You can fix that 2-door problem.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
I see Lamborghinis and Ferraris doing
Or
Uber,
just-
and there's 2-door.
You just drive it into another bush, it might make it a 4-door.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
well,
do it with my truck because it's got a bed.
We
so
found
fuck
out
it.
what he was trying to do there, Coop.
Yep.
He
yep,
was
figured it
actually
out.
trying to jump the interstate.
Wow. Make his own on ramp.
I don't know. I don't know why, but he was actually trying to clear the entire interstate.
Wow. That's
It's-
4 lanes, buddy.
Yeah, it is 4 lane.
Yeah.
You made it across 2, didn't you, Nation?
You got too many teeth to be doing that in West
One and
Virginia.
a half.
One and a half. And then you come to an abrupt stop.
There was an abrupt
You got,
stop.
you
Yeah.
got too many teeth in West Virginia to be doing that.
Yeah, you
Oh
do.
my
Well, I'm
God.
sorry, but it's what I did.
You know how they called that one in? Some man with teeth just crashed his Camaro.
He must not be from around here.
He would be easy to spot, huh?
Yeah, just have them all smile. You'll know exactly which one was driving.
Oh, shit, boy.
Oh
I'd
god.
like to clarify, did he have all his teeth? Oh,
No,
then
he
no.
may have been missing one.
It's
Yeah.
not this guy.
It's stuck in his dash now.
And then they walk up there and some dude smiles with no teeth and they're like, nope, he wasn't driving it.
Wasn't that
Not
guy?
him. That's not him.
He's got the West Virginia smile. We're looking for the Indiana smile.
Where we have all goddamn teeth.
Damn it, boys, we got another interview.
We do got
Yeah.
one more to do. Who is it? Richard Holland. Get him
Do
up
we
here,
really?
Coop. Coop, can you
Guys,
move
I
him or do I
appreciate
got
I'm
to?
working on it. I'm working.
Coop
Oh
should be
boy,
a movie.
I've drank about 6 beers in this interview.
There you go, Coop.
That's
Hey,
all
Richard
you,
Holland,
buddy.
we're having a good time, buddy. What's going on? You got a copy?
I
We got
got
them
you.
all up here. Hey man, you brought her home third tonight. We were just having a good. Oh my god.
Come
We're,
on.
13 beers deep in the.
We're
12
having a
pack
good,
right
oh
now.
my God.
Having a fucking party up here.
Yeah, we're having a party. We got Tim Hamlet and Garrett Helmlinger up here. Now did you notice what that leader was doing there? Why he was just burning you off the corner?
We didn't know, which actually is our fault because we should have paid more attention in practice. And normally I would take the fastest guy and go ride around in his car in practice, but yeah, I didn't realize he was shifting, during the race until it was too late.
Yeah,
And then I tried it a couple times and I couldn't get the rhythm down, and I was like, "Fuck it," and so I didn't bother. But
that sounds like what everybody else was going through, man. They tried it mid race and it just didn't work out. Made the truck really upset.
yeah, we just gave James hell. He came down, talked to us, and they're like, "Why didn't you fucking tell us before the race started?" That
You were able to hang on to it, and it looked like you were on a different pit run than James there. I was watching your strategy. We're 8 laps later than him. I
Well,
thought
I
maybe you were
mean-
going to stretch it.
Well, I mean, he was fucking killing us, so I just figured I'm just gonna stay out, run the fucking thing out of gas every time, hope for a caution. That was my strategy.
There you go.
Right. Yeah, you got to do something different than the guy that's leading the race. That's we talked about
Did it
that.
with him, I would have the same outcome. He was gonna be, 2 laps in front of me anyway, so it don't matter.
You had
yeah.
you had that off week, man, and that's a shame that you missed
Yeah,
that week.
I told James Ricky actually told James he owes me a Christmas card because he wouldn't even been one of the final 4 probably had made the race last week.
Ooh. Man, it's easy to talk shit. You're talking to that champion though. You're talking to that champ.
He was good for it.
Yeah. Hey man, you put on a good show, and that's all that matters. We like having you here. I love watching you drive. You always put on a good finish. So you look
Nation
damn
put
good
on a
out there
good
in that
show
race.
too, just so you guys
my-
know.
Nation's
Yeah, I
always-
thought everybody did, man. It was a good race. I mean, clean race, and it was fun. I thought, really. I mean, the different strategies made it kind of fun. I mean, Garrett and the 48, and then they'd get out in front of me by quite a bit, and where I stayed out sometimes 10 laps longer than them, I could run them back down and pass them, and tires were huge, and it was fun.
Well, we're gonna have a little off season here, and everybody's gonna go outside. I don't even know what the outside looks like right now. It's warming up out there though. But next season, man, you're welcome. I love having you here. I'm glad that Vern and got to meet you guys, and we appreciate everything you guys do and coming here and showing up.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate everything you guys do, broadcasting, and you, Brad. Like going back, watching the races with you broadcasting. You do a good job. Vern, Nation, everybody that does it. It's a lot of fun. The broadcasts are half of the fun. I mean, it's, you like to go back and watch it. I mean, obviously, if you run good, it's fun, but even if you don't, it's just the Wednesday night broadcasts are a lot of fun to watch, and it's because of you guys.
It's because
Well,
of
yeah, I
Nation.
mean,
It ain't me.
that's obvious, but I like to give the other guys credit too. I mean, it's obviously Nation, but I mean,
Yeah.
Of course.
Nation's the perfect breeding to be a broadcaster. Greg will tell you who his parents are.
a simple.
God damn it, Greg's still in here.
A little tidbit though, seriously, had I raced last week and finished at least 7 points, 7 spots behind James or sooner, or less, I would have been in the final 4 tonight, not James, and I finished third, first person that would have been in the chase. So I would have won it.
You son of a bitch.
No,
Why
there's
you gotta
always
do that
next
kind of math?
season, buddy.
That sounds like fire for next season.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Richard, I'd start
What that is. He is going to be working real hard next season.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I thought it was a good season, man. I'm glad that glad you brought us over here, Brad. Glad I met you, Vern, all the guys, everybody, Garrett.
Oh, dude.
Adam, Tim, everybody, everything you guys do, man. It's a good league. I love it here, man. I like racing here. I like all the guys. I like everybody, really. I
Isn't it great, man?
appreciate everything you guys do.
Well, we're going to run a Tim McBrayer Memorial Race in a couple weeks. It's going to be the ARCA/K&N car at Michigan. We'd like all you guys to join in on that.
Right? Sounds good.
I'm racing at Phoenix. I'm in.
It's not at Phoenix. You won't have to downshift at Michigan.
Because Ricky loves that.
We're gonna do that at Wilkesboro.
Nation's going to race too.
I ain't racing that bullshit.
Yes,
We
you
should do
are.
it. We should do it at Wilkesboro.
What?
That's
How's
pretty
that
neat.
bullshit, Nation? That's for Tim McBrayer.
God damn it, Vern.
Well, it is.
Yeah, I know it is, but no, don't put me in that place.
Have we agreed
I
to a track?
didn't.
Have we?
You
have we agreed
did.
I did not.
You do it all. Yes, you
did it. I
Oh,
didn't
bro.
do
No,
it.
you did it.
Come
Oh,
on,
yeah,
bro.
wait. God damn it, I did say
Exactly.
Girls-
Fuck you, Vern.
Hey, you shouldn't finish with 0 incident points tonight.
Who
Just gotta
did
throw
that,
that out there.
Nation?
Yeah.
You didn't have any
Hey.
incidents, Nation?
I hate it when mom and dad.
No.
I'm
shouldn't
pretty
have
sure
had
I
any.
heard him use the F-bomb a few times.
He probably had some
I
few,
would have never done that.
Yeah.
No,
at
come on.
least a dozen.
At least a dozen.
At least a dozen F-bombs. 12X.
That's a 1X for every F bomb.
I don't know. I don't really know if that's true.
We
but-
did
he
find
would've-
out that Nation left a crack whore at the gas station in West Virginia today.
Just dropped her and left her.
Dude, I left 4 of them.
Holy shit!
You
buddy.
left all 4 of them there?
Fuck yeah, I did.
Do you
I
have like
had
a
to come back
notebook?
here.
Tally?
Yeah.
You got a
And-
notebook and you keep in tally like there's 4 of them. Check, check, check.
How do
And
they
they
call
were
that
like-
in, Nation? Do they say the man with all his teeth left us at the gas station?
Well, yeah, basically.
And he's a
No,
wanted man in West Virginia because he got all his teeth.
Yeah.
Right.
I fucking dropped them all off, and
You're
they
like
got pissed off because they had to sit there for about 3.5 hours.
Most states
Which
have
one,
organ
right?
donors. Most
You-
states have
you
organ
get-
donors, buddy. You got
You
teeth donors in
you
West Virginia.
get what you pay for.
Well, Coop, you work there, right?
Yeah, I know how it is.
Do they stop you when you drive across the state line to go to work every day and say, smile?
Well, I mean, they don't have to radar your car. You just, as you're driving by,
Just
they see-
smile?
Yeah, you just smile and you're fucked.
They're like, oh, he ain't a native.
Oh yeah, they know I'm not a native. No.
Yeah.
And you were going about 32 teeth over the limit, bud. You have to pull over.
Left 4
about the way it
crack
is.
whores at a gas station.
Yes, I did, because I had to go. And
You had to
then when I
go.
went to go pick them back up, they were all pissed off. I'm like, wait a minute. You get what you pay for. Y'all didn't pay for any of this.
Oh, damn.
I
This ain't
did.
Uber?
I told them that.
Sound
ain't
like
Uber.
Nation's got first, second, and third class in his van.
Do you got any to drive around tomorrow, Nation?
No, I'm just doing locals. They're actually medical. Real medical.
Real
Not this
medical.
Fake ass, goddamn.
Not
do
the
muscle
methadone
ball.
clinic tomorrow for you then.
What are you driving tomorrow then?
One's going to.
No, what vehicle? Are you in the minivan?
No, I'm driving a bus,
Oh,
and they're usually the fucking goddamn dialysis.
oh.
Don't
So-
look now, nation. There's 4 women coming up your fucking porch right now. They're looking for you.
4 crack whores.
Coming in your back door, buddy. Look out.
You know what they
Tell
told
you
each
what,
other?
it
If he's
was
got
bad
teeth,
today.
shoot him.
It was horrible today.
How do you forget? That's like, man, that's like going to fucking Walmart and forgetting you have kids.
Was one of them $3 or what? Nation.
No, dude, they were all $3.
No, I mean the original $3. Was she in that group?
Yes.
Original $3.
The original $3 was the one that come out of the doctor's office and asked Nation for $3.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
No, she came out
Damn.
of the pharmacy and wanted me to give her $3.
That's right.
I would have told her to work for it.
Fuck you.
He did. That's how I found out what she'd do for $3.
Oh, that's right.
No, I did.
What happens
Are
in
you
the van stays in it, Nation.
Are you
gonna
still
say.
broadcasting this?
Yeah.
What,
yeah.
what I'm more interested in is I want to know where Makita is.
She works at
Oh,
Ramey
she-
Dodge in fucking Princeton.
She blew
I
up,
thought she
didn't
was
she?
a blow up. Yeah, she's a blow up doll.
She popped, didn't she, Nation?
Shit, a fucking blow up doll weighs more than she does.
You laid down a little too hard, buddy.
No wonder
had a
Moody don't come back around here. Makita, he's got Makita holed up.
I know that he said he was having her rebuilt, Greg, and 3 boobs were getting put on her.
Oh my God.
Total recall shit.
Fill her full of helium and fuck her up.
Oh, fuck, I had a goddamn Makita
Damn,
drill
dude.
that weighed more than she did.
Damn.
He'd have to tie ropes on her. He'd fill Makita full of helium and take Nation to the moon.
You wouldn't even have to fucking fill this bitch full of fucking helium. She was so light.
They'll say, "Who was that flying up in the sky on that blow up doll?" It's that man with all his teeth.
That rare one.
He's the smartest guy here. He's going to space.
Yeah, he built him a rocket.
Oh, shit.
Nation, how do you deal with this, man?
Dude, it's not easy, man. It's a
It's
struggle.
not easy.
Sounds like it's been a fucking tough night. Much less a tough
It's been
day.
rough. It's been rough.
You know who that
Yeah,
is talking? That's Enrique
you know-
Nation.
You know, Rick, you go out there and fish for goddamn lobsters. Well, let me tell you,
He's got crabs.
it is
bro.
not easy here.
It's not easy when you got crabs.
Does sound like you've had a long day, Nick.
Yes.
Dude, I've had the longest day ever.
He left 4 crack whores at a gas station and had to go back and get them.
And then they get back on the goddamn van and they're like, well, you're late. Fuck you, you little piece of shit. You ain't paying shit for this.
Guys out there fishing for lobsters. I'm out here trying to find crabs.
So when you left him the first time, you
Oh,
were
dude, if
you were just
work
gonna
in
leave 'em, right?
West Virginia, don't you? Yeah, I did leave them.
I mean, you weren't coming back, was your plan?
No, I was coming back. But they were like, how come you didn't come get me sooner? Fuck you, you little piece of shit.
Well, you stood inside the fucking line for 20 minutes doing scratch offs. I thought you fucking died. I left.
No, I left them and went back an hour and a half away. And they're like, well, I've been sitting here for 2.5 hours. All right, cool story, bro, but you didn't pay anything for this, so fuck
Cool
you.
story.
Cool story. Yeah, I don't know.
Ma'am, who left you here? That man with all his teeth did it.
He
Jesus.
did it. He's a bad guy.
West
Instead
Virginia
of
Nation.
armed and dangerous is armed and he has all his
I did it, Rick. I sent it.
You remember that song, West Virginia, John Denver, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't from here, so there is a reason for that.
So, Take Me Home, is that what they were singing when you come back?
Yeah, they might have been. But fuck them.
But fuck them. I don't know. That might go against
For
public
$3
policy,
you
buddy.
can, Coop, and
Yeah.
you work in
Yeah,
West
it only
Virginia,
takes $3,
so
bud.
Is Tim
Go
Hamlin
forth
in
and
might be a
here?
lunch break
He
for
is.
you.
I'd rather keep my $3, but you go ahead.
Tim
Buy one,
Hamilton
get one.
here.
I want to
He's-
hear what you thought about what happened to you tonight.
What happened to him?
He got a little turn there.
Oh,
All right.
Oh,
After
Tim
that,
did get a turn.
Yeah, after that.
You got Seagood.
Yeah, at least you got a fucking caution.
I think I'd rather talk about that not on a recording.
yeah, not on the broadcast. You put
Yeah.
Tim on the
Row
spot.
seat to that.
I can
Fair
tell you what
enough.
I can tell you what all you guys did get tonight. You got taken to the woodshed.
Yeah, fuck Phoenix. Just for the record, one last time.
Well, that's what, and we caught it in the broadcast. I had to stop fucking with AT&T and then finally start getting into the race. And I listened. I would just caught it in my ear. I heard Hudson downshift, and I realized at that point, I'm like, that's why those guys are fucked.
Well, I was doing it. He was just starting a little earlier in the runs. I was doing it on all of my runs, just not as early as he was.
Did you
doing it.
practice it?
Yeah.
But you were doing it later.
Doing it later.
All right, Vern, I'm getting my ass out of here. I gotta get up early.
All right,
Yeah.
Nation, go get up early. Have a good night, man.
Vern,
You forgot
Tim,
somebody.
all y'all.
Probably still got those 4 women in the back of the van right now.
Oh, fuck you, Rick.
He's got to
by the
put him
way.
in the backyard, don't he, Rick?
Gotta lock them in so they don't go anywhere and steal his shit.
Even you, Rick. Yeah, everybody take care.
Nation, have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out all season.
That's cool, bro.
Guys, y'all be cool. We'll see you.
Later, Greg.
See you
Oh,
guys
no.
later.
Oh, no, Greg. Fuck you.
Love you too, Nation.
He loves you too, Nation.
So I think he was starting to downshift around lap 10, and I was waiting until about lap 20 to start doing it.
You could have done it.
Yeah, the problem is that I got put behind the 8 ball really early, and
Mm-hmm.
just it was not a good situation.
You got put behind the 8 ball early.
He did, man. He started second. That didn't put him in a good situation. What happened there, on lap 10.
Gentlemen, I have to do points, so I'm going to have to end the broadcast.
Hey, everybody! Thanks for putting up with us all season. It was fun.
For the last time, for season 5, I say, we're going to end the broadcast. We thank all of the fans for tuning in all season long. Dealing with me and Nation, Coop, Cecil Green sometimes. We appreciate you dealing with all of us here at WFO. We will see you in season 6 with the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series and the Twisted Tuesday K&N Series, but we're going to continue with the Monday Night Mayhem Super Late Model, and we're going to do a memorial race for Tim McBrayer on May 21st, so make sure you tune in for that. That should be a good race. But thank you. Thank all the fans, all the drivers, all the league members, everybody involved, all the broadcast people, the owners at WFO Racing League. We thank you all for Season 5. Have a good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Take care. Next year.
No, this year, Coop.
Oh, it's gonna be this year, next season then.
Right, next season, but this year.
May,
Did you know